Hello to anyone watching. Thank you for sharing that really peaceful moment with me. That song is definitely one of my favorites from the Minecraft soundtrack. So, to be honest, I just want to give a quick tour of my world and maybe do a little bit of mining ASMR at the end. Um, I wasn't planning on making a video or anything. I've actually been pretty lazy with making anything, but I figured I have the time, I'm just gonna force myself to do it. And yeah, so this is technically my third episode, but it is a completely new world. I've started from scratch, and I figured I would give a little tour of the world. So the first thing you can see is that I took residence in a cherry blossom biome. So the first thing I can do is show you my farm. This is probably the biggest farm I've ever made, and it's really not that big, so it's not saying a lot, but it's still really nice. I love how wheat looks, especially during the morning when it's not raining outside. But just like the golden light on the oh, it's so beautiful. And the way it sways in the wind, I just find it to be really pretty. So I like having it all grown and just standing there. But I do cut it down. I like to trade with the villagers over there in the distance. They give me pretty much all the gear that I have. I've gotten from trading, which I didn't even know you could get until I just kind of started trying it. So over here you can see I have a lot of animals. I'm staying a bit away because I know that they're gonna be really noisy, but I've tried to, keep them in a low space. Thankfully this is a game, so I feel a little bad for having them all crammed in there, but it's not a big deal, and I'm sure they'll be okay. Yeah, I'll go with that. And here's my potato area. I might even expand it because potatoes have been really good for trading lately. I don't know why, but they have. And also, I also like the way they look. But I definitely plan on expanding my farm probably all along here, maybe even up there. I'm not sure yet. And then over here, we just got some sugar cane along the water and just some potatoes, the meaty potatoes, bad potatoes, and some wheat. So that's the farm area, and you can see I actually am planning on filling this area with cherry blossom trees because they were really spread out when I got here, and I'm looking forward to doing that eventually. I also need a lot of cherry blossom tree logs for a project that I'm going to show you soon. So over here is the main base. We have our basic crafting benches and furnaces and anvils and such. And then we come inside here, we got a little cake, which I'm gonna eat, nom nom nom. And here's my food chest. You can take a cake out and plop it down. It looks so good, it's kinda, man, I kinda want a cake now. And over here we have my goodie chest, which has all of the good stuff. I have a lot of emeralds from trading and almost no diamonds because I just trade for the gear anyway, so I have not mined at that level once, pretty much for this entire time I've been playing this world. Got some wood, some cherry petals, very pretty. And then in here we kind of have a bunch of mining access. Oh, it stopped raining. Oh, I bet it's pretty outside. Oh yeah, look at how nice it is. Oh, see there. Now you can see like the golden. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyways, over here we have kind of like the second cavey area, and we have my bed. I plan on adding more later, but this is just the bare bones kind of base setup I have. And that's going to be like a basement or something. And I've been playing on this world for a while, so you're probably thinking, well, gosh, this isn't really, a whole lot of progress you've made here. But now I will show you what I've really been spending a lot of my time working on. And it's this. I'll get all the way to the bottom. I've been working on making this giant cave. It's taken a while. Thankfully, I have pretty good diamond gear, but even then, I don't have any beacons or anything because I'm not really worrying about game progression, to be honest. And yeah, I want to say I'm just over halfway done because I've been following some online instructions for a sphere and I've just been doing like the top half. So I've gotten pretty far and I'm really excited to finish it because this is by far the biggest mining project I've ever done. I've spent a lot of time on it. And I plan on making the bottom all grass, probably adding in even a building or two because I've got a lot of space, making some cool designs. I don't know, the world's my oyster. I think that's how it goes. And yeah, I'm super excited. But the biggest thing is going to be taking the walls and turning them all into wood because I want to make it feel like I'm kind of like inside the tree in a way. And so I'm going to be making the walls completely wood. And I think that would give it like a really cool vibe, especially once I get like a lot of the moss from the mossy cave, whatever they're called, biome. So it's going to look awesome. I'm super just thinking about it makes me want to get back to mining. And then you can see right here we have like the level that I've created because I need to, mine away and kind of create the wall. And it's pretty complicated, but thankfully the online instructions make it really easy to figure out what to do. So now we're gonna go back up. And like I've said, that's what I've spent a lot of my time on, so I really don't have much else to show. The only other thing I have is up here. I have this pathway, super cute, and then this really nice like sanctuary area at the top that overlooks all the surrounding forests. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this area yet. Cause like part of me wants to kind of build something, but part of me wants to make it like really natural feeling and only have like, you know, leaves and trees and stuff. I'm not super sure, but just another thing that's kind of unique to me about what I like in Minecraft. Really, really sensitive, by the way. You can watch with that while I'm talking. Is that I really don't like having a low render distance. Even to me, I think I'm on 20 and it feels pretty low, but I just love being able to like look out across the horizon. And since, my computer isn't insanely good, it's a good laptop, but it's not amazing. That makes it to where I am a little bit limited by, how much render distance I can have. And also playing with a shader definitely doesn't help. But yeah, just in general, I don't like having that like really rough outline. It just feels like I don't know, it just feels wrong. So when I build stuff, even though I do love the idea of being like high and seeing everything, because I can't see everything, I actually kind of prefer now to build things that are more lower at like base level or in a valley or in a position where I can't really look out across the horizon because the horizon is just so limited. But that's also why I love having like mountains in the distance, kind of like over here, because that feels a lot less sudden. It feels like, oh, that's where the mountain peak is at. Okay, that makes sense. So I think a good idea now will be to, hmm, I think for this episode I'm okay with just doing some simple mining. I don't want to drag it on for too long because I like keeping the videos down to around 20 to 25 minutes. I just think that's a nice little time length for a video. So I'm just gonna start mining. I'll talk once the music's over, but for now I just want to enjoy it. Oopsies. Good thing I have boots with feather falling 4. Means I really don't have to worry about dying when I fall to a little hole like that, which I should probably cover up. Let's see here, where was I? So I hope that for whoever's watching this, you're having a good day and it's a relaxing night. Um, I bet that people probably won't even get this far, but you know what? That's okay because I think that these days with social media and stuff, we tend to just get too fixated on the numbers and on what others think of what we do because of social media. I think the really important thing is whether or not you're satisfied with whatever you do. So if, you know, I'm satisfied with the ASMR videos I make, what few I do, then that's okay. And it shouldn't matter whether it gets one view or 10 or 100 or 1,000. Those numbers really shouldn't mean anything to me, and they shouldn't be what drives me to try and improve, you know, my work. Uh, so definitely one thing that I've been thinking about is the idea of getting a better mic because this one has served me well for many years, but it's definitely starting to show its age. And I would really like to kind of start getting more into ASMR because I've always loved listening to it, and I think being a creator actually sounds interesting, but at the same time, you know, I'm a college student who, is relying on savings for buying things. And even though a pretty good mic won't break the bank, it's still pretty hard for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna spend, I don't know, $80 on this mic. Especially considering how much I've just had to spend this month at least because it's the first month of school, and usually that means, gotta get a lot of stuff for the dorm, gotta get, other things that might have left at home. But that's definitely been weighing on my mind. I sometimes will DoorDash. I did that last semester just for some side cash, and it definitely, I think I just really liked it because I love biking around the city, and it's a very, like, free job, and there aren't really a lot of downsides. One of the only few being that you have to pay 15% tax instead of 7.5. But aside from that, it was pretty nice. It's just like a little cash thing, and I was I was fast. I never, took my time. I always made sure that I got it as quickly as I could, both so that, the person could have warm food, but also because then I could go on to the next. And I made really good hourly when looking at, you know, my average amount over however long I would work. I think I never dipped below 20 an hour. On a really good night, I would make up to 30 an hour. And sometimes, usually the average was closer to like 22 and a half to 25. But I haven't reached like the tax kind of amount yet, so I'm not being taxed, and that definitely, that idea of being taxed kind of makes me shy away from it. So that makes me a little uncertain. Plus, you know, once I hit that goal, I think it's $600. That means that everything that I've made that wasn't taxable is now taxable. So that's like, as soon as I hit that mark, I technically lose like, what, 10% of 600 would be 60, so like $90, you know? So, I mean, in the long run, that doesn't matter too much, but it's definitely something that I've just been thinking about. And then on top of that, I had actually 2 times uh, that I kind of messed up that have lowered my rating, which I think makes it harder to find any deliveries. The first time I was delivering, and the person, what I didn't realize with that when I accepted it, it was like I had to meet them, which usually is not great because what ended up happening in that case was I was texting the person and they just weren't responding, and it was like 5 minutes, and I was in there, like, I was like, hey, because they wanted me to drop it off at their door, not at like the entrance to the apartment thing. And so I got there and, they weren't responding, so I just did the separate option where I was like, I took the picture and I wrote in the notes, like, it's on the it's like on the delivery food desk down in the entrance. And I guess because I didn't wait like a total of 12 minutes, even though the food was like there and at the right place, I still got like reported and it like went through as like I hadn't delivered the food. So I don't know, maybe it got stolen or something. Either way, that kind of sucked. And then the second time was when I was given a delivery and I delivered it, I finished it, and after I finished delivering, I saw that, like, it said it had never shown up, and I was like, what do you mean it never showed up? I delivered it to the right place. And it turns out that Google Maps had actually just lied and directed me to the wrong building entirely, and I didn't realize because, I thought Google Maps wouldn't lie to me, but it did. And so because of that, I just delivered it to the totally wrong address, and, I got like the kind of strike two thingy. So I think those two together like lowered my rating and it made it kind of hard to judge. But also because it's like ratings are always a difficult thing because people expect good delivery. So when I deliver something really quickly, it's not, oh, I should give this guy 5 stars. It's, oh, good. I got my food delivered quickly. It's when people don't get what they want that they'll start to do the reviews. And obviously, when, you know, they didn't get what they want, then they're going to be angry. So I think that reviews are always dangerous because they'll always be kind of slated towards, negativity and being lower than higher, which I think is why a lot of times you'll have people ask, like, please leave a good review, because most people just won't leave a good review unless you ask them to, because they'll only really bother if it's like to complain about a service, which is too bad, but that's okay. That's just how life goes sometimes. But I mean, I'm glad that, I have the ability to pursue my hobbies, and I have homework I still need to do after this, but at least I have a little bit of time to relax and just, talk, I guess, and play Minecraft, which I also love doing. So it's like a two-in-one combination. I get to play Minecraft and, you know, even if it's not any kind of high quality video, I at least get to practice making videos and, you know, editing and stuff like that. And I've actually got a big kind of project coming up that I'm planning on doing for Risk of Rain 2 because I've always wanted to do something not like ASMR, but like actual gaming that involves a lot more heavy editing and work. And I've never really found the right game for that. But what I've decided to do is to try and 100% Risk of Rain 2 with achievements. So because of that, I have something that I can like kind of work towards and also record footage and like edit videos in. Uh-oh. There's a pillager thingy. I just gotta hide and hope they go away. But I wonder if my bow can reach them. Oh, it can. I don't think I'll be able to hit them though. No, it definitely won't. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna probably make like a little series or try to with that and just make really short videos for each challenge. At least when the challenges get a bit more difficult because the achievements, I should say, because the ones I'm doing right now are still not too bad. I'm only at like 80% done. So once I get closer to 90, I think there's like 18 achievements left. And once I get down to like 10, that's when it's probably going to get a bit harder to complete them. But it's definitely going to be like a case by case thing. And I'll just record the run and I want to edit in like little funny, videos and clips and stuff. Just because I think that would be really, really good practice for both content creation and gaming combining, and then just editing skills in general, which I think I can even maybe try and translate into some kind of, career skill. Um, but I won't go too much into that because career interests and, what I hope my future looks like is a good topic for, I think, the next video actually. I'm just relaxing up here because I'm probably going to stop rambling and end the video so this is going too long. But if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. I am going to try and do like a Minecraft Monday. I'm sure no one's ever thought of that before because, it's so incredibly creative. But like a Minecraft Monday where I just spend time to talk about maybe how my week's going or have like a little list of different subjects I go over and just play Minecraft, speak quietly, and talk about them. And if you want to listen to me and my ramblings and my kind of low quality mic, then I really appreciate it. But I really think that I'm gonna try my best not to make it like I don't know how to say it, but it's not about getting a lot of viewers. It's just about sitting back, relaxing, playing Minecraft, and talking. And as the sun sets in Minecraft, so too shall this video set in your YouTube browser. That was a really big, bad metaphor, but you get the point. Again, thank you so much for getting this far. I appreciate every single view because I don't get too many, so each one means a lot to me. And I do really hope that you have a good night and that you sleep well and you wake up feeling rested. So, yeah, sleep well.